Welcome to my 4 subscribers. Today I decided to do a Sims build video, and it's the first time I've ever recorded it. I've been watching a lot of like the Sim Supply, so James and Deli. I guess a full channel name Deligracy. And I decided to do something a little different, and it was to build a loft. It took me like an hour and a half. And the loft part itself took me like the full 30 to 40 minutes to try to build. So let's just get into the build. Here you see me, like I already have like the whole structure of the build. And this roof that I'm putting on now isn't necessarily gonna stop. That pool at the back would be cool because I've never built a pool on like a second level without it being like as a backyard feature or like a ground feature. Always been a fan of big brick houses. That was me noticing that I had a stupid wall hanging out. And there you see I did change the roof because I did not like the other one at all. Like, it just didn't fit the style of the build for me. And it's going to take me a minute to find a door that I like too. Yeah, it's just not going well. I don't know what that was. Please ignore how much I just jumped up and down. I placed windows, and then I think that at some point I get rid of like half of them because I'll always do like the thing where you just place windows with like the whole room function, and then I do it and I hate it. So the half of them will be gone, especially after I try to build the loft, because that did not go super well for me. Here, that was a jump forward because I thought it was boring to watch me continuously try to build a loft. I kept building it, deleting the floor, and then trying to delete walls, and then deleting the walls made the whole floor come back. So I was trying to figure out like the best way to do it. So you're gonna see me jump back and forth a lot between trying to figure that out. I still don't know how I did it, and it was still difficult, and way more difficult than it should have been. Like, me building all of these was another way that I was trying to get it done, and then eventually, like, that didn't work either, so it's going great for me. But decided to do a loft because I'd never done one. There we go, deleted the whole floor again. Wait, I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest with you. I just did this, and I still have no idea what's happening. So, the pool in the back, never done that before. Wanted to do windows into it, even though some of those windows are going to end up being gone by the time we get to the end, because it just didn't work out. This part, like I said, is going to jump around a lot, because I had to change a lot to get it to be what it is at the end. But this is a single family, like a single person home. The loft will be the bedroom. There will be a bathroom upstairs with a loft, and then there's another like bathroom that just is like a half bath that just has like the toilet and the sink. This is the final loft version. I'm about to get into like decorating the loft itself. As you can see, it takes me 10 years to pick out any type of railing because I like it when it matches, and it rarely ever does. Jumped ahead again because I realized that I needed to do the outside. And now we're looking for beds. I'm going to end up picking one from Cats and Dogs because it's the quilted one. Going through a few colors here, but I settled for the original just because I really like the quilt on those. And then I tried to like pick as much stuff as possible, but I end up liking the the Cats and Dogs stuff a lot. Just because I feel like they all like look very rustic. Like those in Parenthood. Parenthood is more so like kitchen stuff I really enjoy. But with the Cats and Dogs, like I just like the dressers and the side tables and all that stuff. I hate picking out doors. I wish I would have changed this from white, but I never did. So that door is going to stay white, and the one for the downstairs bathroom will also be white. I always love a nice hardwood floor. I'm realizing now that maybe I should have put a rug underneath of the bed, but I did not. And here I am playing around with the dresser orientation, and I decided to keep it where it is. I love the loft style. I like that it's like just looking down the rest of the house, and I feel like for a single person, like it's a really good concept. or if you were doing like a teen's room upstairs with like other stuff, or like if you're sharing, like making your kids share a room, like it could be a good idea. You just have to add a room in at the bottom. My girlfriend convinced me to do a feature wall, so that's what that is. But then that's just gonna end up carrying out over most of the upstairs that it isn't connected to like the floor, because I just thought it looked really cool, and it gave like a nice like rustic touch. That's my favorite desk. Even when I build like my own houses, I'll always use cheats to unlock it, because I just feel like it's a great desk. It looks the nicest out of all of them. I really hate this computer, but I thought the other ones just like didn't look great. And that's me also realizing I should have changed the color of the from red, because it does not match. But it's fine. I really liked those like table lamp things. I had never really seen them before. I play Sims fairly frequently. I'm gonna size this painting up, and then I'm gonna decide that I don't like it there, and it's gonna end up on the other wall at its original size, because I find something that I like better. So, story of my life. I kind of wish I maybe would have gone for the color for this painting that's about to be over the bed instead, but I didn't. I also really wish that I would have edited out this part, but I didn't, so it's fine. I really would have like featured more of the different colors to find one that I like, but blue's my favorite color, so I just went for it. Still really wish I would have put a rug underneath the bed. It looks weird now that I'm watching this, but it's all good. Did it? Oh, no, we're still going. I thought it stopped recording. So now we're going to go into the bathroom. Sometimes I hate working on bathrooms. Sometimes I put more work into it. Today I didn't. I kind of wish I would have, but I just didn't feel like putting in the accents. I feel like bathrooms are always hard to do accents in, because they always are smaller. And when you put up the walls to try to put some of the stuff on the walls, and you can't really see what you're doing anyway, and it just gets frustrating. And I was so happy for the Victor Loft, I decided to give myself a pass with this one. So we're going to do a shower, a tub. Didn't like that tub. I like the corner tubs a lot. I think they look really nice in a bathroom, and it kind of like makes it tie in more. And then that is the final position of the toilet, but not the final orientation. I also wanted to put in like counters up here for like more of a vanity type thing, but they just were not gonna fit right. Sorry. Just not gonna fit right because of the door placement, so they go bye-bye, and we put a different sink in there that I don't really like. I don't like the standalone sinks. I normally do like to do like a counter space sink, so I just picked a random one and tried to match the color in with the rest of the bathroom, and that's all that I could do for it, because I really don't like the standalone sinks. I don't think that they look as good. What I'm doing right now with putting the stone on the wall really messes up the outside of my house, and I do not realize it until I go outside to fix the like porch area up. So if you saw that and you got frustrated, just know that later I also get frustrated when I realize that I am an idiot and I messed it up. There's more of my computer screen. I don't know what I was doing there, to be honest with you. So then this like table, not my pet stuff, from Cats and Dogs is one of my favorite tables. I like how rustic it looks. It looks like an actual table. Sometimes I feel like the tables in The Sims 4 just look like really small and not realistic at all, and I felt like this one did. And I feel like the chairs look really good with it. I really liked that garden box thing. I thought it looked really good on the wall, but it does end up on the opposite wall because I put a door right there at some point. This tree will come back, but it was not meant to be in that moment. So then we go with this, and I like to size up plants sometimes because I feel like when they look really small, like it just doesn't fit with the vibe. So I size it up, and I think it fits in better there. It also adds like a nice touch to the dining room. And this is the one out of 2 times, but this is me actually remembering to put a rug in somewhere. I also, when I use hardwood floors, I like to carry it out throughout like the entire house. I love hardwood floors. The only thing I wish that I would have done is change the floors for like the kitchen area, but it was more of like an open concept, and I felt like those wood floors kind of still went with like a kitchen. The kitchen also takes me a second to figure out where to put stuff because I put those windows there. So those windows, like, except for one of them, they're not going to last because I realized I did not like the look of it against the windows, because I thought, ooh, maybe that'll be cool, and then it still looked cool to me, but then I was like, it's not going to work. And I also got some of the cabinets and stuff. Also, you're not going to see me use wall cabinets because I think that they are pointless because they disappear with the walls anyway. So when I end up putting up wall cabinets and like all of that, it just doesn't work. Here, what bothered me was the fact that like you can see the like thing sticking out further than the other one, and I'm trying to figure out why, and then I realize eventually that it is because of the windows. So then like I end up taking them out. But right now we're just going to put in a little peninsula. Maybe we're going to put in a peninsula. Again, I was getting very frustrated with the kitchen. When watching this, you're going to realize that I also forgot to put a trash can in the kitchen, but I do that later. I don't know if I do it off camera or not, because there is a part at the end where I'm doing more decoration stuff off camera because I thought the video was getting too long. And now I look at it and the video is only 19 minutes, so it kind of sucked, but it's fine. So I just kind of picked out a nice classic black wall. I think the stone up top really looks good and makes it like look rustic. I thought putting paint all the way up there would be kind of weird, so I did not do it. Also, this is me changing the walls for the pool because I always forget to do that, and I always regret it because I think it makes it look so much better when there is actually like wallpaper in there. I love that one window because I thought it would be cool to come downstairs and see like the pool that way, and then I added the stone next to the stairs because I really wanted to tie that in and like bring that feature wall all the way down. These stoves and fridges from Parenthood are some of my favorite ones. I don't have all of the packs, but it's fine because I have some of the other ones on my PlayStation, and I was playing this on my computer. So that was me making sure that I could put a sink in there to begin with. And then I always like to do a dishwasher because I just think that it's easier, especially when you're dragging dishes into stuff. I put that little tray down because I was like, oh, maybe like they like to entertain. It's a very basic kitchen. It does get decorated, even though I hate the decoration system because everything gets piled into one. I wish there was a way to like take it and just make it kitchen decorations to just completely filter it. I didn't do a laundry room in this because I was thinking about doing it, but I would have had to build a basement because I didn't want to mess up like the flow that I already had. So I did not. But obviously I don't really regret it because laundry also gets on my nerves. This isn't anywhere for like any particular sim in my game to live, so it doesn't really matter that much. I just like the style of the house, and I didn't want to mess it up by trying to like squeeze in a laundry room where it wasn't going to be able to be squeezed in well. So I really like that tree, and then I realized that I didn't like the positioning of it, so I'm going to turn on sheets, and then we're going to put it where I actually want it to be, which was closer to the wall. I don't know why I'm hovering so long. And then I looked in this like corner and I was like, what am I going to do with this space? Like, where am I going to put the living room? How's it all going to fit? I didn't like that little indent, but I liked having the wall there because I felt like it worked better, so I just cut it off. And then I went upstairs to get a door. I like open concepts, but I didn't like how open it was, so soon I'm going to try to fix that, and I think I came up with a really good solution for me personally, and it's something that I don't normally do, so I hope that it actually turns out as good as I thought it did. Again, I'm not really using that little corner room there. I realized that like stuff could have fit in there, but I just didn't like it. Thought it looked weird to have the sink all the way over there because I was going to put the toilet closer to the door, and I thought it'd be weird to have it that way, so that's why it got flipped. That could be me overthinking it, which it probably is, but it's fine. Also, hate picking mirrors. I normally always forget to put them. I'll only ever put them in the bedroom, but I didn't put one in the bedroom either, so that's why. And then I realized that I didn't put one, I'll put it in now. I'm running out of things to talk about. I really like the bookshelves in this game, and I really like this one because you can also like put stuff on top of it, and I thought it'd be nice to have it as like a nice little under the stairs like table. Here I am trying to definitely get that space close. I kind of flipped forward because you could see where it was going, and I was just painting the walls. I picked like a nice like lilac blue type color. I didn't want the archway because I just felt like it didn't open it up as much as I wanted it to. So we're going to go in with the spandrels. I think that's how you say that word. We go in with those, and then I realized that it still kind of looks weird because like they're just sitting there. So I got beams, and I thought that it would be cool because it could be like support beams to hold up the walls because of course we have our loft area. I just wanted to see how big that TV was sized up. I like the projector that you get with Get Famous. I think it looks really cool. I think it's better than a lot of the TVs that end up getting pressed against the walls. Picking couches is always hard because I have like a certain feel in mind and I want something that kind of represents that. I feel like this house was just very rustic, but at the same time, like later in life, it could be turned into a family home. So I went with a mix of both. I don't know my building style at all. Normally I don't place fireplaces, but I decided to, and then I never use chimneys, so that may bother someone, but I don't like the chimneys. I think that they're really hard and weird to try to position on top of your roof where it looks like it's still in line with your house, especially because when you place the chimney itself, it doesn't necessarily look like there could be a chimney behind it, so I just don't do it. Maybe I should practice more. We'll see. I'm realizing I really should have had some water for this because my mouth is dry. I like the new like radio thing that they put in that's kind of like Alexa but not Alexa because probably copyright reasons. And then I felt like this rug kind of really tied in the whole area, and it looks more like a carpet than a rug because it goes underneath the beams. And then I decided to make a nice little like reading nook, and the blue chairs were really like a pop of color for it. So I put a little table in between there. I think I forgot to put something on the table, but I meant to put a lamp on it. So that is that. Now we're outside placing a little deck area. Really, I just kind of go with like a nice little wicker seat from Spa Day and a grill. And there's like a little table that goes in the corner, but that's just for decoration. And then we'll put the grill up here, fix the rest. I wanted the pool to look like an infinity pool, so I just put a black liner on the side of it, and I felt like that really made it look like the style that I was going for. Eventually, I realized that I didn't put a door to the outside at the back, so you'd have to walk around. So I do fix that, but I think I fixed it off camera because I got to a point where I was like, maybe this is getting too long. So I think we're almost to the end. Deciding if I wanted to do the purple water, and I feel like it just never looks the way that I want it to, so I didn't. I know that with other packs, I think you get different colored water, but I am a broke bitch, so I do not have those. And I think we're almost to the point where I leave you. This is me realizing that I messed up my walls, finally. This is the finished house, so there's the living room, the bathroom. You guys saw me put all that stuff in. I did landscaping outside with the little rock enclosure there and the like swing set in the pool, and then up front there's also a tree, and like I did a walkway, put in a mailbox, put in the trash can outside, and that's pretty much the entire build. I did put this in the gallery. My name on The Sims is like K Giller 0216. It was supposed to be K Girl 0216 because it's a username I've used since the beginning of my existence on the internet. So, I'm also going to link James and Deli's channels. They're the people I watch the most, so I get the most inspiration for building from them, and it's definitely helped elevate it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. I plan on doing more Sims videos in the future, but I just have to get more inspiration and maybe watch more other people's builds, because that's really where I learn how to do something, and it's like my inspiration for Sims. Thanks for tuning in.